you about somebody who is going to be causing some drama or starting an argument. And I feel like this is a person that you haven't had to deal with in a while. Maybe you just work on different sides of the building. Maybe you live in a different state. But there's someone who's coming back around and bringing their, shenanigans with them. And this is saying they might be able to make things look like they're better, or they might be able to, address a couple of the issues, but there's still something stinky. There's still a need to keep this person at arm's length. Um, I think this is saying trust your instincts. This is somebody who still has some issues and isn't willing to do right by whatever they're promising you. I'm going to light one more candle because it's just a little bit dark. And let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. If you are interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box, as is more information on how to become a member or how to get one of my candles. Hello, Thunder. How are we doing? Hello, April. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Constantine. How are we doing, everyone? I think we're going to start with the Gold Foil Tarot. Let's see what else we've got for you about the, the stinky situation here. Maybe you just kind of find it difficult to be around this person because you know what they're up to, or you know that they're not to be trusted. Eight of Swords, Queen of Cups in the reverse, and Strength. 2 8s. I've only pulled 3 cards. Huh. This is a manipulative individual. And even though they might be able to convince other people that they've changed, or they're, letting go of old habits and maturing, I think you know that they might be putting on a little bit of an act in order to convince people to reconsider them or allow them back in, or specifically you. But with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, you know that the intentions aren't correct. Hello, Joaquin. Hello, Anthony. How are we doing? Yeah, of course, Rachel. Go for it. Yeah, that's totally fine. Everyone should check out Rachel's channel. How are we going to talk about burgers again, though? Y'all are going to make me so hungry. I was actually nervous about whether or not I was going to make it through this reading without a stomach growl, so fingers crossed. Hello, Brad. How's it going? So we've got the 10 of Wands in the reverse, 7 of Cups in the reverse, and the 6 of Wands. Look, you have more important things to do than to deal with this person who wants to manipulate you, and I think you know that. There's already a to-do list or a checklist or goals that you feel are actually doable this year. And if you get distracted by this person who feels like they can convince you they've changed, you know that it'll delay things. What else? Justice, Page of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Magician. The Magician's also in the reverse. Okay, so that's an interesting way to show it. I don't know how to describe this. Okay, so I went to a bar in the Denver area, but like close to Red Rocks. So if anyone knows what bar I'm trying to describe, I love you forever. I don't remember what it was called, but I know it has a pretty serious reputation as a favorite bar when people are about to go to Red Rocks for a show. It has tons of character, and I was sitting at the bar and looking like above the cash register, there was this piece of art where, depending on how you looked, it was either an attractive woman or it was like some old hag with a giant nose or something. I don't know. But it was one of those like optical illusion type things. And I think they had some joke with it that was saying like how you see somebody before a couple of drinks and how you see them afterwards, right? This is somebody who's like specifically trying to have some sort of appearance, and they feel like they can clean themselves up or like make themselves presentable or say the right things to make it seem like a change has happened that hasn't really happened. So, like somebody who doesn't want to admit that they smoke cigarettes, so they make sure that they have like good breath and, nothing smells wrong when they go and hang out with, I don't know, their family. This is someone who feels like they have to be very precise about presenting themselves in a particular way in order to get what they can. Hello, Joshua Tree. How are you doing? Hello, Nat Nat. How are you doing? So in case y'all are wondering, Rachel's channel is Kirak's House of Nuts. I think we got a few people who like nuts on this channel. Yeah, I'm talking about you. What else do we have? Ace of Cups, Two of Wands, Page of Swords in the reverse, and the Star in the reverse. I think you're gonna be able to see through this person. I think you're gonna be like, that they're just like faking. They're pretending. I kind of hesitate to use this example, so I'm gonna use like kind of. I'll keep it short. I had a friend who had some things that needed to be worked on, and so we had not been talking for a while. And she made an effort to rebuild our friendship and knew that saying I've stopped doing this or I, made a promise to myself that's not going to happen anymore, that would be more likely to open the doors to potentially being friends again. And sure enough, after a while, I realized that was pretty much just a lie. Didn't see any evidence of much change at all, but she could be very convincing. And I feel like that's what this is. Except for you seem to be a little bit more adept at the nuances here than perhaps I had been in that situation. Because I think even though this person is trying to make some sort of a peace offering or say, hey, I know we've had that argument, but we used to like really get along and maybe we could like still be friends or still, try to be in a relationship. They're trying to convince you that everything is like different now. But I think you see through it. I think you know better. This is the Black Tarot. Oh, of course. Hello, Dino. How are you doing? We have the World in the reverse. The Queen of Cups. And the Ace of Swords in the reverse. This is someone who's okay with lying to you. This is someone who is manipulative. And there's like this frustration because they might be able to convince a total stranger or someone who's known them for 10 years to believe something that is categorically false. But you present a bit of a challenge. You're not as easy to fool, or you don't hang around and like wait for them to try to like make their case. So it's almost like this is someone who feels like in order to not lose a little bit of respect for themselves, they have to convince you to come back. A little bit of like I feel like I lost, so this time I want to convince you to come back around, and then I'll leave. Then I'll feel better about my ego. Two of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Swords. Yeah. This is someone who's going to make promises or statements that are murky at best or intentionally vague. It's like, I know that I'm going to say this, but it probably won't actually happen. Sending you a hug, Constantine. Hello, Shayla. Hello, Lemonade. How we doing? Seven of Swords and the Ace of Wands. I told you, they're lying. They're like, no, this time it's going to be different because I've worked on myself. What are you talking about? You're so silly. Thinking I'm going to break your heart again. They're going to. It's like they can't wait to. Look, they literally... I haven't really been focusing on it, but they've been referred to as a turd that has been polished. Like, I hope you're proud of me for not having quoted from Joe Dirt yet. Life's a garden. Dig it. Four of Spears or the Four of Pentacles. And if you have not seen the movie Joe Dirt, don't pretend to be my friend. That is required watching before you can be in my friend group, okay? That's funny. Yes. Well, I'm trying to do the later live streams for those of you that might have to be working in the other times that I post them. So here we are. Are you eating your dinner? Four of Pentacles is about holding back or like restricted or reserved energy. And I feel like this is someone who knows exactly what they do. They make an offer, but it's promising something that they can't do. It's like if someone were to ask you to borrow $100 and tell you they'll be able to pay you back when they get paid on Friday, but they already know that, in fact, when they get paid on Friday, that's completely gone and they can't even pay you what they're supposed to. Like, there's this element of making a promise they know they can't deliver on, but they count on your willingness to want to believe as motivation to just go ahead and try it anyways, right? Oh, of course. I might have to try to figure out a way to watch that now. 10 of Wands and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I must see this as arrogance, actually. I think a lot of people would consider the Magician in the reverse that you're dealing with, also known as Captain Turd. Look, I don't make the rules, okay, you guys? I pulled the turd card, okay? Just to clarify, this is not a reading about Amber Turd, okay? Yeah, I don't know, man. This is someone who, they're just butthurt over the fact that you rejected them or you walked away from them, or maybe even just as basic as when they walked away or ghosted you, you didn't chase them. And they're like, excuse me, I'm like so hot though. Why aren't you chasing me? And I did all of this work for you? Like I dress better and stuff? Come on. But it's polishing a turd because this is only external. Like, oh, I'm going to dress nicer for you or I'm going to say nicer words, but I have the same intentions. I don't know. Kind of sounds like a fake imitation or fake crab or imitation crab. Hey, Gnostic, how are you doing? Oh, no. No. I'm pretty sure it's a douchery. That's so funny. Oh Lord. That's about as fun as the garden tool one, April. I love that. Um Hello, I can't say your whole username. I'm just gonna call you Noise. Is that okay? Can we be friends? A Christian rock band. That's funny. So we've got the Hanged Man in the reverse. And the Six of Cups in the reverse. This person is so infuriating. Like, I just want to make a big sign and like stand on the sidelines while they're trying to communicate with you or while they're like, you know, showing up at your place. And I just want to be like, the audacity. Like, they literally just want to get back into your life so that they can reject you because they're mad that you rejected them. There are so many cooler things somebody could be doing with their time. Like, literally, you know what would be cooler is, like, dancing on a corner in a shark suit, okay? Way more cool points than whatever this is. But they think they're gonna look better if they have, you know, if they're the one who rejected you. Okay. Hello, Brand. I'm sorry, Brad. I can't help it if my laughter gets a little bit villainous. Hello, Kim. Hello, Kayla. How are you doing? Oh, I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for checking out the channel. Yep. Oh, you could come up with something, right, Gnostic? Hello, Balin. How are you doing? All right. What is my purpose? Was that Rick and Morty? I think that was Rick and Morty. The Prince of Cups or Knight of Cups. Look at this. Somebody who thinks they have Riz. How original. Death and... Stop. Okay, that makes total sense. That's why I looked for the death or the Witch's Tarot. So in this particular tarot deck, they have all the princesses, the princes, and the queens and the kings are all styled differently, but you can see the picture is more or less the same, right? Like even with the coat coming out at the side. I can't help it. It makes me think of Grandma's Boy, where the dude says, hey, like the orcs look too much like the orcs in the other level, so maybe we could just like render them like different colors. And mean robot dude, what's his name? I can't remember. You know, how much do clothes cost in the Matrix, dude? He gets mad about it, but it's actually brilliant. This is somebody who's literally, it's like they changed their clothes and they're like, it's okay, I'm a totally different person now. Look at all the changes that I went through. Like, sit down, you bought some new jeans, I'm not impressed. Hello, Rebecca, how are you doing? Why he keeps calling? Even though he says no more. Sounds like indecisiveness or lack of self-control, but we will dig into that. And what's he thinking? Thank you for the tip, and I've added that. In case you can't see it, we are just under 20 minutes, so about 15 minutes to the personal questions. And you would be at the top of the list, Rebecca. And thank you for the compliment. It might just be because I've I've had some delicious food lately, and I'm also, I found a cool little Asian market. I had like some really great, you know, like the deli items, the things they make themselves. Emperor. You're like, oh, that's cute and everything. Look at how you could like change. You're like a little chameleon. But like all you did was change into another knight. Okay, honey? Like that's not that impressive. Just to be clear, this person could be a woman. It does not have to be a man. But this is someone who's like, voila, look at all the changes that I had. I'm so much cooler now. The problem is you're an emperor, so you're like, oh well, you still got some stuff to work on there, okay? It's not as impressive as you think. So we have with the Emperor the Six of Cups. I feel like you give this person advice. I think for many of you, there's just this contentment of not interacting with this person. You know that they're manipulative. You know that they're not going to be honest with you. It's like a waste of your breath, right? It would be more useful to rearrange deck chairs on the Titanic when it's going down. This is just like not a connection that you would want to invest in, considering this person's okay with trying to misrepresent where they are and what they actually want. Not to mention their whole goal is just to like win, right? So I feel like with the Six of Cups, you gave or give a little bit of advice to this person, but you're not interested in connecting. You're over it. Seven of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So you are seeing through their illusion where they're trying to present themselves as a person who's capable of commitment, being a reliable partner. You can tell they're really just a knight. Pages can sometimes represent children. Knights can represent that kind of immature, you know, like teenager or like 20s type energy. Once you start getting to like the queens and the kings and obviously emperor and empress, you're talking about somebody who has a little bit more sense of self or ability to self-monitor, awareness of what's going on around them and how things genuinely work. This knight energy, this is someone who's like, you're playing hide and seek and they're hiding behind the drapes. And you're like, I see your shoes. Eh? Like, come on. Did you really think that was going to work? Hello, Mountain. How are you doing? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Swords. The truth, and you know it, is that they haven't been working on anything. They want, like, if it was Chutes and Ladders, you know, like they just want the easy way to win. They don't want to actually do the, like, rocky montage. Universe and Five of Swords. So you know it's over. There's no reason for you to pursue anything. You feel like that would just be folly. If somebody doesn't have the right intentions, you can't convince them otherwise. I just don't think that you can. That's something that, like, intentions are born of whoever's, like, their character and what they want from a situation. And it boils down to that love versus fear thing, right? This is someone who's operating out of fear because they don't like that you rejected them. And they are probably pretty tied up in managing their reputation or their ego quite often. So this is not love. This is a need to look better than you. And they'll struggle in it. Queen of Swords. I think most of you are just going to not respond, or you're going to be pretty like, no, thank you. I have already moved on to new ventures. I don't need to look over my shoulder and see what else is going on, or, you know, maybe I just don't need to say anything at all. Sometimes you don't need to open up that can of worms, right? Oh, thank you, Nat Nat. I hope you're having a good day. Details on future love partner. I've added that for you. Thank you, Nat Nat. This is the Graffiti Tarot. What else do we have? The Nine of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Fool in the reverse. It's like you want to ask them if they think you were born yesterday. They don't understand that you trust your intuition, and as a result, it improves. You can maybe sense that this person still has some of those immature tendencies, or maybe you have like factual evidence that they're still on their same, you know? You're too smart for this person. If they want to be manipulating people, they, I guess, have to aim lower. You know, they're trying to manipulate someone who's smarter than them. So 6 of Pentacles in the reverse and the Empress. You're coming through as this Empress, someone who is in control and doesn't get like scammed or fooled easily or suffer fools. Some of you already know that this person is bad luck. 6 of Cups in the reverse, the 10 of Cups in the reverse, and the 4 of Cups in the reverse. I think there is legitimately some sort of block on this person, or maybe even like a curse, but they disrupt good things for people. 2 of Pentacles. They have an attachment. I mean, it kind of makes sense if you think about it. This is somebody who, in light of feeling rejected or things ending between the two of you, the thing that they're most concerned about is looking like the person who won, looking like the person who made that choice, right? Not the person who is dumped. So if that's your most important thing after a breakup, like, you need to reconsider your priorities. That is not the most important thing. If people want to judge you as a loser because somebody broke up with you, then they have probably a very uninteresting opinion, and I don't really care how they think about me. After a breakup, take some time for you, right? You don't have to worry about answering to anybody. You don't have to worry about watching what they want to watch or doing what they want to do. You can eat whatever you want, whatever. Focus on you. This is somebody who is so caught up on looking like the winner that they're missing out on their own opportunities just to try to ruin something for you, or just to try to look like more desirable. I don't think it's going to work out for them. It's looking to me like you just don't respond, or they don't get you to believe whatever they're trying to say. And I don't blame you. I wouldn't believe them either. It's just a polished turd after all. Hello, William. How are you doing? We have Deceit. I want to win you back just so I can break up with you. And then I can tell everyone that I was the one who made the decision And everyone will think that I'm the cool person, or everyone will like me better. Yeah, this is all about how other people view them, and also probably something to do with social media. I want to be able to say I'm the one who blocked them. I'm the one who ended the connection. So we have Yin Yang number 22. Hey, Mountain, could I ask you to be just a little bit less dominating in the live chat and let other people, maybe even just like combine some of your things instead of... I think because you have this balance in your own life, or because you have been able to step into not just the Emperor energy, but you also came through as the Empress. You have that analytical, logical side that enables you to pick up on evidentiary, situational details, like clue you into what this person's really up to. But you also have that more intuitive and like emotionally observant side of you that picks up on things like body language and just general feeling like this isn't somebody who I feel is being honest with me, right? What else? We've got cornucopia and victory. So yes, you're getting this message because you're about to have some sort of victory. There's going to be abundance. These are both very good cards, by the way. It makes sense because you're coming through as this Emperor Empress, somebody who has overcome a lot of adversity and gone through struggles, probably even on your own. But this person is bad luck, and they could potentially block things for you or make it more difficult for you. Drop kick the like button. Oh, I like it. Hello, how's it going, Finley? What else do we have? The cleanse, detox, ridding negativity. They're the negative energy, so don't let them hang around. You got some victory to get to. You got some abundance coming in. I don't want them to impact it negatively. They have hidden intentions. I've been saying that this entire time. I just want to convince you to come back around so that I can leave you. They're here to like pick it back up just so that they can drop it again. And also apparently want to be able to brag to others that they were able to, I don't know, hit and quit it apparently. This is all about their ego. They just want to be able to brag about how things went down. Aw, thank you, Constantine. That's so kind of you. Let me know if I can pull some cards for you. So we have graduation day and detective. You are too smart for this person. You see what they're up to. You know you can't trust them. So I'm proud of you. I think you're gonna either ignore them or just be like kind of civil but dismiss it, right? Like, no thank you. Because you don't want other people's bad karma messing your good karma up, right? Hello, ARW. How are you doing? All right, it is personal question time, and we're gonna start with Hocus Pocus. And we got Rebecca up first. You ain't dumb. Gotta talk about ourselves in a good way. You're just learning from the lessons, right? Sometimes it takes a little while. That's okay. Gotta be able to forgive ourselves. So for Rebecca, we have, why does he keep calling even though he says no more? Why does he keep calling even though he tells Rebecca no more? Eight of Pumpkins or Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. 9 Nine of Candles or Nine of Wands in the reverse. And the Six of Swords. I think this is just like inability to actually walk away. A lack of self-control. It's like, I don't know if you've ever woken up one morning and realized like you left your garage door open or you didn't lock the front door. Or there was some really expensive package and you left it on the front stoop overnight. But hey, at least it's still there, right? It's like, I go to leave or, you know, I feel like everything's fine, but then I realize that I messed up. So indecisiveness is really the biggest part of the answer. He's of two minds. Six of Potions or Six of Cups. I think of the memories or I think of the times that, you know, we shared and it's difficult for me to like let go. So the Three of Swords is in the reverse. It's like, so I think like there's got to be a way to like make this better. So like, how does he view the connection? What is he thinking? Obsessing. This person is getting like mentally fixated. Like I just think about how things were and feel like I need to know what's going on even though we're not talking. So this could be somebody who's trying to find a way to get information about you regarding, you know, what you're doing, who you're hanging out with on social media. But this is also someone who feels like restless. Like no matter what I used to busy myself doing, it's not fun anymore. It's not what I want to do anymore. So all they want to do is think about you, apparently. So you might have felt like the general reading was resonating a little bit. I would stay away from this person. I would block this person. Make it so that he can't call anymore. I don't think you need to change your number, but like, if you give this person a second chance, they can delay or put at risk some of the abundance that is supposed to be yours because of that negative energy that they have attached to them. And I do feel like this is someone who goes back and forth between, I need to like run away, this connection is scary, and then it's like, oops, sorry, I'm back again, what's up? I would find a way to make it more final from your perspective so that it doesn't matter if you feel like calling, you can't. Because it seems kind of toxic and there's a negative like attachment here. So I'm sending you healing and protective energy. Hello, Shambhala, how are you doing? Hello, Kay. How are you doing? Let's see. We've got Nat Nat up next. And we'll go with the Wild Reflections Tarot. Hello, Barracuda. What's up? You're welcome, Rebecca. What do we have regarding the future love partner for Nat Nat? What information does Nat Nat need on the future love partner? Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So we have someone who's been a little bit extra independent, focusing on confidence and their finances. There has been some anxiety or stress pertaining to social interaction or dating. So they've been spending a little bit less time pursuing that and just kind of like taking a little bit of a break. But then there's something that pulls them back towards whatever leads to the two of you meeting, whether that's a dating app or, you know, going out or being a part of a book club or whatever it is. It's like they come out of this hermit energy and they're ready for love. It's like, okay, I've had enough time to myself. I think, you know, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling recovered. I'm ready to meet someone. I want to find like someone with a heart of gold, right? Is it searching for? Yeah. So that song might be important for you. What else do we have? Page of Cups and the Emperor. I love this. Okay, so this future partner of yours, Nat, is somebody who has mastered a lot of the challenges that they've encountered, and yet despite that kind of like wise, you know, I've been through a lot kind of energy. This is still somebody who has a very playful energy as well. So this could be someone who really enjoys playing like board games, right? Or somebody who's likely to like ride the grocery cart through the parking lot or not afraid to dance to oldies in the grocery store, you know? This is someone who has a good balance of reserved, responsible energy and that more like carefree kind of, I don't know, like let's be silly kind of energy. So I think that'll play nicely with your personality. All right, so I didn't hear back from Constantine, so I'm going to do a freebie. Do we have anyone asking for a question? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry. Sometimes when my brain is thinking, it just like, you know, creates some soundtrack for it. You're welcome, Nat. Let's pick, we're going to go with the Soul Cat Tarot. So put your question in there. Sorry, James. I really can't marry people off of YouTube. I feel like that would be generally ill-advised. Barracuda is asking, what's next? I know. Do you like it or what? Barracuda. What is next for Barracuda? Strength. The Hierophant in the reverse. And the World in the reverse. Three of Wands in the reverse. It would appear to me that you have the element of surprise on your side, or you have the ability to do something unconventional or kind of surprising. And it's like, I don't know, it's like I'm looking forward to the appetizer or like the ability to just kind of enjoy people's reaction. So I think you're about to do something that people definitely did not expect. And there's a sense of accomplishment here. Four of Pentacles and the Page of Wands in the reverse. You haven't told anyone this yet. This is like secret information. Five of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. It's like, okay, I gotta find the right moment. I'm gonna tell everyone and they're gonna be like, what? What did you do? Stop. No way. I don't know, maybe you need to have like a little bit of like a, maybe you need permission, but like you can record the reaction. I don't know. It does seem to me like you are about to get an important conversation crossed off the list, and it's you being able to talk about something where you took an unconventional approach and like, ta-da. Bet you didn't think I was gonna do that, did you? Well, I did. Take a picture. Like, I don't know. Are you telling someone that you don't really like? It's just, it's coming through as like a little bit of delicious, like, I know you thought I was going to fail. I didn't. I'll pay for the meal. Okay, bye. You know, like, you were wrong. I think you do have to have permission, so you might not be able to record the reactions, but Barracuda, you know, just be like taking those mental pictures, like jaw on the floor. Okay, okay. Oh, this one's sweating over here. Oh, are you speechless, sweetie? I bet that's never happened to you before. Just make sure you have some self-control yourself. Oops. And don't, you know, don't get too petty with it. But yeah, I think you're gonna have a little bit of, yes, this is what has happened. I know you didn't expect that. Aw, thank you, Marcus. I hope you're having a good day so far. Moderators, if you would like a free question, let me know. Or if you know of someone who recently asked for a question, let me know. And Constantine, I sure appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for you. I hope you have a wonderful transition over to the new place and that it feels like exactly what you were picturing. I think it'll be good for you. Lemonade's doing the Oprah thing. Rachel's asking, may I ask what I need to focus on for self-improvement? Ooh, Lord. What does Rachel need to focus on for self-improvement? Knight of Cups, Two of Swords, Ace of Swords. I feel like there's an offer coming to you in the next couple of weeks. And this is somebody who is, I think, offering friendship or partnership of some sort. I think it's friendship. But there's something here that makes you hesitate. And I feel like this is what you want to invest in. So I feel like there's too high a wall between you and the people that might end up being a good friend of yours. So as far as self-improvement, this is saying be a little bit more open to friendship and connecting with others. I feel like you make it like too long of a walk for people to be able to connect to you. And there's some good people this year that are looking to be a close friend of yours. Okay. And Marcus is wondering, am I making the right preparations for World War III? Let's not hope that happens, but we're going to ask. Is Marcus making the right preparations? Yes, indeed, especially with regards to, you know, domestic, the home, with the Four of Wands. And it also seems to me like you have leveled things up. You have the Five of Swords in the reverse. I like that because it makes me feel like it's like you don't leave anyone any options in a good way, right? Like they don't have any way to attack. Ten of Cups. Yeah, this is saying the strength of your family is your greatest asset because it motivates you to think on your feet and be strategic. So I feel like you're doing well. One thing that we could potentially be focused on, we have the Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands, and Justice. When you make a decision, stick by it. I feel like coming up in like the next, I want to say like 3 weeks, maybe it's 3 months, but I think it's 3 weeks. There's some decision here that you might feel really convinced is the right direction. And maybe like the wife disagrees with you, or maybe like conventional wisdom is different. This is saying when you make that decision, when that decision gets finalized, stick with it, even though there might be some doubt as to whether or not you made the right call. Stick with the decision that you guys end up finalizing. All right, let's see. We've got 2 more. I don't think I have to ask guys. Okay, no worries, Lemonade. Yes, exactly. Let down your hair, Rapunzel. Let some people in. Hello, Victor. How are you doing? All right. Do we have any other questions? Should I scroll above and see what we've got? Let's see. Hello, Black Magic. How's it going? Ooh, Marcus, did you hear me answer it? That was the one I just did. Just rewind a little bit. Black Magic, no pressure, but do you have a question you want me to answer? Marcus so kindly offered 4 people freebie. You're good. That seems like a good idea, Barracuda. Will I get my inheritance soon? Will Black Magic Playa get their inheritance soon? Not soon. Number 4 is important. I do feel like you have to make kind of like a little bit of a fuss here. I think somebody's kind of slow walking this. King of Swords, Empress in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if there's something where someone feels like I have 90 days. I can do what I want, you know? I feel like after 3 months have passed, something shifts or changes, or someone feels like now they don't have much time. They can't keep procrastinating. But I do feel like there's someone here who's like taking their sweet time and not doing what they need to. 4 of Cups in the reverse. So what I'm seeing is Andy Dufresne from Shawshank Redemption, who devotedly wrote emails like once a week or twice a week. I think he upped it at some point in the movie, so that he could start his own library in the prison in that movie. And this is basically saying take the Andy Dufresne approach, okay? I'm not telling you to like harass anybody, just to be very clear, but an acceptable routine checkpoint might be a good idea. All right. I hope that helps. I'm trying to think. We're going to do... This is the Magic 8 Ball Oracle deck. It has a bunch of variations on yes and no. You're so welcome, Black Magic. I hope you get your inheritance sooner than that. William, how are you doing? So I'm going to pull 3 cards. Hello, Just Jokes. How are you doing? You're right, Just Jokes. I hope you rewind, but this is literally the card that came out for them. So like they're being called a turd for a reason. It says, and then let the ish out. Need some fresh air. All right, sorry. So I'm going to pull 3 cards. If you got 3 questions that have a yes or no answer, Beautiful. Write them down. Maybe you need to pause the video so you don't like mess it up, right? So I'm going to pull 3 of them, 3 answers. I might clarify if one of them is like a little evasive. Some of the answers are like, I don't know. I don't feel like telling you. All right. Are you ready? Question 1. I don't understand. Yeah, see, that's one of the evasive ones I was talking about. You might have asked a strange variation on what you really want to ask, but it looks like it's going to be in the affirmative. What about question number 2? Of course. And how's about question number 3? I remember seeing that, but I think if we're talking about prison escapes, for me, it's always going to be Shawshank Redemption. Especially because I've actually been to Zihuatanejo, which is kind of cool, which is the beach that they talk about at the end. All right, question number 3, what do we have? They're being so mean tonight, you guys. Answer unsure, ask again. For some of you, this could be because you're asking a question that has too many variables that are still undecided as of right now, and it could go literally either way. So you might have to ask closer to the situation or when more information is out. But this seems to be something that cannot be determined just yet. It could be, you know, is this person going to do the healing that they need to in order to do right by you? Oh, isn't it like another 28 days? Okay, let's see where we are then. This person's working on something, though. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? Oh, Green Mile was such a good one, too. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I got to go eat some food. I love you all. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping the video if you're able to. Thank you for the donations, and I will see you